What is up, everybody? It's your boy D-Diddy171 bringing you another gameplay commentary on Battlefield 4. And it's been a long time since I played this game. Well, actually, the thing is that, not played this game, I've been playing this game, but the thing is I've uploaded a video about this game in a while. And one of my most popular videos right now is a top 10 tips for beginners on Battlefield 4. And I've gotten a lot of support and a lot of hate for that video. And one of the hate is that, you know, how can beginners get good at sniping if they don't practice? Well, I'm going to try to solve that issue right now. And the thing is, I'm going to give you some tips for sniping on Battlefield 4. My first tip I can give you is to choose a sniper that fits you. There's a lot of snipers in Battlefield 4. The one I'm using right now is a Scout Elite. I really like this gun. I think it's one of the most underappreciated sniper rifles in the game, I believe. But the thing is that, let's just say, compare and contrast. We have the Intervention on one side, or the SRR-61, as in Battlefield 4 terms, because of copyright, I should say. It's probably the most powerful sniper in the game, besides the ones that you pick up, the 50 cals that you pick up from the ground, that scatter all over the battlefield. But the thing is, I keep getting hit markers on this dude. There we go. It's basically the most powerful sniper in the game, but the problem is that it has a very slow bolt action. And so you can't fire multiple shots very quickly. On the other hand, we have the M40 sniper, which is probably the weakest sniper of the group, but it has the fastest, smoother bolt action, so you can shoot it faster than most snipers. And this Scout Elite is basically kind of the cross in between the two. And you just gotta try each one out and see which one fits you. Another thing to point out is that each sniper rifle has its own bullet trajectory. So you know how bullet drops, how it goes down? Well, each sniper rifle has its own bullet trajectory, especially because of the rounds they fired. Some run the NATO rounds, some run the Chinese rounds, some actually fired the Russian ammo, and they all have its own trajectory. So, like, let's just say you zoom your rifle to like 600 yards. The bullet's going to land differently for each sniper rifle. That's just the truth. So you got to kind of figure out which one feels good to you. Which one you can actually be very, very successful with. And also you got to have to spend time with these sniper rifles because each one has its own characteristics. And in terms of like your sniper rifle itself fitting you, my second tip I could give to you is to choose the attachments that fit you. Probably the Scout Elite, my favorite setup is basically the bipod with the 7x zoom lens and also the Canton iron sight, because it's more of an aggressive play. I should say sometimes I like to play with the straight bolt action, probably I should say, than the bipod, but I do use the bipod. But the thing is that, you know, there's so many options you can do, and most of them like fit a certain play style. Like, by comparison, let's think about this. The straight pull bolt helps you, you can basically keep your scope aimed in, and every time you fire, you don't have to zoom out just to cock the bolt. But for the bipod, you can, it's a lot more steadier. You can shoot further because there's not a lot more idle sway when you deploy the bipod. So let's just say the straight pull bolt is more for an aggressive sniper, and the bipod is more for a campier sniper. Same goes for the scope. So there's the Hunter scope, which is 20x. There's something in between, like this scope, like the 10x rifle scope, 7x rifle scope, and also the ACOS scope. And usually the ACOS scope is more for the, let's just say, the aggressive sniper, and the Hunter is more for the campier. So you gotta figure out which one you are and kind of fit the attachments to your playstyle. Another big tip I can give you is you gotta choose the game modes that fit you. And probably the game mode I will recommend is Rush for sniping. You know, I'm playing Conquest right here, but Rush is probably the best mode for sniping. And Conquest can be very good, depends on the map. Zavid 311 is a good sniping map for Conquest. Some are just kind of terrible because they're so big. Like maybe, I should say Goldmund Railway, unless you're a really, really good campy sniper. Is not the greatest sniper for aggressive use. So you the best mode I can think of is like Rush. And while you're playing Rush, my next tip is that, you know, when you're playing these game modes, you have to, probably the best way to get good kills and a lot of kills is to basically play the objective and maybe guard the objective, play the defensive role. And like just say, you know, just kind of keep your scope kind of around the bomb site, because, you know, the enemy's going to go there anyway because they have to basically arm the bomb to advance. So you can pick up a lot of kills there by just guarding the MCOM. Or also, you can guard the MCOM if you're attacking. So, basically, when your team has deployed the bomb, when the enemy tries to defuse it, you can actually basically kill them and just keep the bomb site clear so it can blow up and you can advance with your teammates. My next tip I should give you is do not forget about your pistol. Because, you know, Battlefield 4 sniping is a lot harder. You can't just go quickscoping, bloop, 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 like Call of Duty. So basically, if you get in a close range gunfight with someone, sometimes it's good to just fire one shot with your sniper rifle. If your sniper rifle's built for close range, let's say you have a canted iron sight or an ACOG scope or iron sights or a sniper rifle, fire your first shot, and if you miss or you hit it, you can just finish them up with the pistol. That's probably the best way to do if you're going to defend yourself against close range encounters, I should say, because once you shoot your first bullet to a close enemy, you probably will not have enough time to cock the bolt back and fire another shot because you'll probably most likely be dead by then. So don't forget about your pistols. Just maybe shoot once to a close by enemy if you get a hit marker, or you just completely miss. You got it like there. You kind of have to shoot them, and you got a hit marker, so you basically have to finish it up with the pistol. And here's the thing. Here's another tip I can give you. If regular mode is giving you a hard time, play hardcore. Hardcore, it's a kill from a waist up instead of like chest up or headshot only like in regular mode. And you can kick up a lot of kills. Just keep in mind that you cannot, you don't have health. Health does not regen automatically without a health pack. And also, you can, when you spot enemies, there's not a triangle that floats above their head. Another tip I'm going to give you is make sure you have, in terms of spotting enemies as a sniper, you have the advantage over most people. So probably the best way is before you snipe a person, probably just spot them so your other enemies can see. I mean, your friends can see them if you see a bunch of them, or you completely miss and they know they're coming. So basically, spot enemies. And as a sniper, you do have the advantage with the zoom optics and all that stuff. So those are my tips for the basically Battlefield 4 sniping. Just have fun with it. It's the learning curve for Battlefield sniping is a lot harder than Call of Duty and a lot of these arcade shooters. But once you learn how to snipe effectively in Battlefield, it's a very, very rewarding experience, and you can have a lot of fun sniping in Battlefield 4. And also you can show off saying, "Oh my goodness, I'm a great sniper," and all that stuff. So those are my tips I can give you. And before I leave, I want to show you this awesome clip I got. It does not have to do with anything with sniping, but it has to do with knifing. So I run in here, I try to hit this guy back in Zava 311. I get this guy, I shank him with my knife, I get a comeback bonus, and look at this. Look at this tag. Was there, did that. I just did that to you. Was there and just did that. Just knifed you into submission. So, if you like this video, leave a like. Hope to do more of these in the future. Catch you on the next one.